The Jannik doping scandal seems to have shaken the sporting world. There's a sense of panic that seems to have set in. The thought that even the most minor things could set a result askew has stressed out all players, and many have admitted to being anxious about it. And the panic seems to have crossed over to other sporting disciplines too. Norwegian athletes have been advised not to eat any type of meat while competing in China across any athletics event, because consumption of it might cause an unintentional ingestion of a banned substance. Our next report tells you more.
The tennis fraternity is facing a rather bizarre concern. Two of their top stars were found guilty for doping in both men's and women's disciplines over the last 1 year. While world number 2 Iga Swiatek served her 1-month suspension and has returned to professional tennis, men's world number 1 Jannik is still undergoing his 3-month ban before he returns to the courts. The two continue to maintain that the intake was unintentional. While there's a raging debate on whether the two players were let off easily given their ranking and popularity, what everyone is failing to highlight is the impact these cases have had on the mental health of athletes. Iga Swiatek has opened up about the anxiety that lingers after she was hit with a 1-month ban, breaking into tears.
Yeah, honestly, after a couple of years, you think about this all the time. It gives a little anxiety, I would say.
And it isn't just players like Swiatek who was caught in the web who seem to be overwhelmed by this episode. Many others are just as overwhelmed and anxious. Scared, stressful, and anxious. These seem to be the only words coming out of tennis players. The reason? In addition to the pressure of performing and worrying about their matches coming up, they now need to worry about what they eat, what they touch, and who they meet. Which is why athletes are now being advised to avoid certain foods. Norwegian athletes have been asked not to eat any type of meat while competing in China. The governing body that looks after the players fears it could cause a positive doping test. It's nice to be cautious when it comes to evading doping, but the question is, to what extent? Athletes need to follow a particular diet. They need protein to compete at the highest level. And if that's also put under the scanner, how are these athletes expected to stay the course and perform? Sure, the Norwegian advice has come for an athletics event, but it stemmed after doping hit the tennis world. It's never easy when the poster faces of the sports are found guilty. These athletes not only draw the crowd in, but also set an example. And that surely seems to have triggered the panic alarm, putting the tennis fraternity, players, and certain associations on high alert.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Bluntly, Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.